We have not recorded in a while, so we're a little rusty right now.
Welcome to the No Dick Pics Podcast, episode 65. I'm your wonderful host, Max.
And I'm Christina, and we are joined today by an actor, writer, comedian, podcaster, the bathtub philosopher himself, Mr. Jamie Black.
That's me!
That's you!
You need the applause.
I know.
You need the applause button.
So welcome, Jamie. Thank you for joining us. I was on Jamie's podcast, and I always get this wrong. The lousy... Wait, no.
Icky, lousy,
junkie.
Life Showdown.
There we go. Icky, lousy, junkie life showdown.
Yes.
Did I get it?
That's one of my podcasts, yes.
So you have more than one?
I do have more than one.
How many do you have?
I have one called Mad and Finally Single, which is a Married at First Sight fan podcast where we invite a guest on who's never watched an episode.
I have never seen an episode. If you ever need another guest. Max hasn't either. I'm positive he has. I'm not even going to ask. He has not.
Yeah, well, they've kind of messed up our thing because they moved from Lifetime to Peacock now. So now they release, like multiple episodes at a time. And it's like, there's no point in recording each separate episode because people have already seen it. It's old news.
Oh, yeah. They got to mess up your
They did. They messed
process.
up the whole thing. We had a good thing going too. It was a lot of fun inviting people on who've never watched the show before.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So which one is that? I don't...
Married at First Sight?
Yeah, so is it kind of like the one we used to watch?
No.
Is it Love is Blind or no?
No. Married at First Sight is they have experts that match people together. And they meet for the very first time at the altar, and they have 8 weeks to decide if they want to stay married or get a divorce.
It's like your nightmare.
Yeah.
He's like, I would never do that show.
It's a fun show, though. It's a lot of fun.
Well, tell us a little bit about your show with Angela, which I was happy to be a guest on.
Yeah, Icky Lousy Junkie Life Showdown. It started at Bonefish. I think we were eating probably Bang Bang Shrimp, and we were trying to decide what we were going to call the podcast. We were going to do this podcast where we were going to talk about bad life choices.
Mm-hmm.
And what were we going to call it? And I don't know, somehow we came out with Icky Lousy Junkie Life Showdown. And we're like, okay, that sounds good. But Angela, our first recording... It's out there somewhere in the interwebs. You can see a video of us trying to do that first recording, and Angela's messing up the name of the podcast. And then I forgot to hit record one time, and
nice.
it was all messed up. But we finally got it going. We did that for I think we had 4 seasons of doing the bad life choices. We took a break for a couple of years, and then now we talk about bad dating choices, bad dating experiences.
Who hasn't made some bad dating choices?
We've all, just like we've all made bad life choices, we've all had bad dating choices.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I always say this. I was like, when you talk about a bad date, and you talk to your friends, and you tell your friends, oh, such and such happened, and all your friends are like, oh my God, I can't believe that. But then the person that you went on a date with is talking to their friends about what happened too. They have a whole different perspective. There's 2 sides to every story. You don't know what they're telling their friends.
I would love to hear people who went out with Max what they have to say about him. I would love to hear that.
Because it'd be the opposite, right? Because I think people are crazy,
there's some
and they're
good.
probably
There's some good Max stories out there. I'm positive. I could tell some good Max stories.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some people out there. I'm talking about, from my point of view, and they're talking from their point of view. I would love to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to hear the other side.
I would love to hear. And well, people who've listened to the show, he had in season 1, Max and I broke up, and I went on a date with this other guy, and it was not great. But
I would love to hear what he
I would
said.
love to hear his side too. We've never spoken
Yeah.
again. At the end of the date, that was it. Never just said, you know what, this didn't work out, whatever. We both just like, this is bad. Bye. So I would love to hear what he thought of it. I'm not gonna talk to him though. That's weird. Like, hey, I haven't talked to you in like a year and a half, but like,
Just curious.
can
What
you
did
want
you
to tell
think?
your side of the date? Because it was real bad for me.
You came calling back.
I mean, that's probably one of the reasons why he didn't call me. It's probably like, she's going straight to his house. She's probably going straight there. And I did. I left the date, went straight over to Max's. Yeah. What are you going to
I
do?
was like, right on time.
Well, Eh. We all make some questionable life choices. So, Jamie, stop talking about me.
It always comes back to her.
Tell us a little bit about you. You're an actor, you're a writer, you're a comedian. Tell us a little bit about
I am
you.
all of those things
Yeah.
and more. I actually just started a company called Fahari Productions. It's a production company. We
Congrats.
produce vertical dramas. It's literally 2 weeks old, so I haven't done.
Max, you love those.
Do you love vertical dramas?
All those like videos that pop up, like Darman and all that stuff.
Yeah, so we're going to be making vertical dramas.
Get on my algorithm.
You got a fan already.
Yeah, it's exploding here in the U.S. So jumping on the bandwagon and hopefully make some better content and more diverse. So they're not very diverse. So make some diverse vertical dramas.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see them when they come out.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I got to get the money to make them, but I'm excited when that'll happen.
Yeah. And you're in LA, right?
I am in LA.
Yeah. Are you from Chicago originally?
I'm from Chicago.
I mean, the Cubs thing behind your head.
Yeah, the Cubs thing behind them.
Right, that's my Cubbies.
Yeah.
Die-hard Cubs fan.
We just went to a spring training game.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. We
Fun.
Went out to Arizona, one of the hottest preseason games ever, and we're like, let's go.
It's like a normal July in Chicago. They were such babies out there.
It was really hot. I was fine the whole time except for that game because we're sitting in the sun. We went and visited our friend. Our friend Joe was there as well. And he was sitting on the lawn. Went to sit with him.
Fellow comedian Joe
Kilgallen. But my purse had a metal thing on it. And I'm sitting there in the sun, and it's just getting hotter and hotter. And I'm like, what is burning me? Oh, it's my purse. So I was cooking, and I'm like, this is not working for me. We need to go sit in the shade somewhere.
Oh my God!
It's just crazy. It was nothing. It was nice. It was comfortable.
It wasn't Chicago weather, so because I'm sure that it was cold in Chicago.
It was.
What's the temperature there now?
Today was 85, but Wednesday's gonna be 44. So
85. That's warmer than it was here
today. I thought it was 77, 78.
My car might have been dramatic, but my car said 85.
Yeah, sometimes my car is overly.
Spring is here, and then as soon as April shows up, it's just gonna rain.
Literally, Wednesday it's gonna be 44. So let's talk about the difference between dating in Chicago and dating in LA. What's the biggest difference?
The biggest difference is you can go broke.
Well,
dating
you can go broke in both places.
Yeah, but it take you a lot longer in Chicago. I mean, unless you go into all of the McCormick and Schmidt and all those fancy places, but it's just expensive out here, which is why I don't date.
Well, that's
because I don't want to have to pay for a meal every time I take a woman out.
Yeah, I have a friend that stopped going to dinners on first dates. He's like, I'm going broke. He's like, I keep going on first dates and then not second dates, so I'm going on drink dates because I can't afford dinner 2-3 times a week for someone who's never going to talk to me again.
Exactly. That right? I can't.
When the weather's nice, you can do a walk. Some people think it's cheap, but it's at least you get to know the person. Some people are against coffee dates and stuff, so that's just whatever.
There's a lot of people. It was interesting because I'm in the Are We Dating the Same Guy groups, And there are people who get real shitty about that. They're like, he took me on a coffee date. And I'm like, that's so low effort. I'm like, that is a great idea. It's
Yeah,
minimal, like you don't have to commit to anything. You can have one cup of coffee. If it's a
and
terrible
that's
conversation, you can be like, you know what? This is great. Thanks. Bye. There's
Remember the
no
exactly.
time
Cheesecake
commitment.
Factory viral? The woman yelled about going to the Cheesecake Factory. I'm like, fucking, that's nice. Are you kidding me?
Cheesecake Factory is awesome. I know I
I agree.
dated a woman one time, and the first date we met at Paisanos in the Loop.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I was sitting at the bar when she got there, and so we just sat at the bar and ate.
Mm-hmm.
And she was upset about that we sat at the bar and ate. I was like, well, it was a casual meeting. I mean, I paid
Right.
for dinner, but it was just a casual thing. It was the first time we met. Yeah, she was upset, but she ended up giving me a second chance. Like I didn't ask for a second chance, but she gave me a second chance. She ended up being booty call, and that booty call that I had nipped that in the bud because she was getting too attached.
Yeah, it happens.
Just take her to a bar and then.
Then what? Finish your sentence, Max.
No, I'd take her to a bar and then she'll be like pissed again and you can just kind of,
I'll make her mad and
hey,
find a reason to
yeah,
piss her off again.
let's go out for a fancy dinner. Okay. Boom.
Applebee's.
Let's sit at the bar. Yeah,
That's
I
funny.
thought it was weird that she was upset about that.
Yeah, that's
Because
like,
usually a lot of times you go on a first date and you actually like raise the bar a little high. And then after that, it kind of, and so some of them expect like the same every time.
mm-hmm.
That's why
I,
I used to go to Cooper's Hawk. It'd be easy.
mm-hmm.
And then I like, if the date sucks, at least I get a good meal and
That's
wine
his
out of it.
theory.
So
It's like, I get a good dinner. At least I had some good food, if anything else. But
I
for
would take
me,
somebody to Outback because I love Outback,
yeah.
and it's reasonably priced,
Yeah.
even out here.
I see, I don't even like, for me, I didn't care where I was going. Like, I didn't want to go to like McDonald's, but like, it was more about
Olive Garden, you don't want to go to Olive Garden.
Maximilian. Stop. There's a story behind that, but we're not going to talk about it. Actually, we could. I don't care. It was Christmas guy. There we go. He doesn't listen to this. A guy I dated before Max, the last guy I dated before Max, I was like, let's do something nice for New Year's Eve. And he's like, oh my God, yeah. He's like, let's go to Olive Garden. I thought he was kidding. He was not. When I'm not going, but like, that was his. I'm like, let's do something nice.
When you're there, you're family. Come on.
You got breadsticks,
I
unlimited.
actually love Olive Garden. It's real good. But I'm
Whoa,
like,
whoa,
let's
whoa.
do
Back
something
that up.
real. No.
Not real good. No.
I mean,
It's
it's good for like, you want some delicious breadsticks. If they're catering Olive Garden at work, I'm not mad. I'm like, sweet, Olive
Listen, I
Garden.
love Olive Garden.
But if I'm saying like, let's go to a nice dinner for New Year's,
Well, yeah. I mean,
that's not what I mean.
it's not like Red Lobster.
Right. Cheddar Bay biscuits are top notch. I'm all
Well,
about the bread. Am I okay?
but that's the thing. And when restaurants, when the bread is the best part,
Yeah.
you're in trouble.
it's so
When they fill
true.
you up with because I knew someone that worked at Olive Garden in college, and there's a timing thing with the breadsticks because they want you, especially during the never ending pasta. So they bring the breadsticks out more and more. So then
I think I should
you
fill
only
up.
get like one or two bowls. Yeah, like there's a method
Genius.
behind the madness.
It's so smart. Because I
It
will
is
destroy some breadsticks and then not be hungry.
so true. It's like the chips and salsa. Sometimes
Yeah.
trying to eat too many chips and salsa at a Mexican restaurant and not have enough room for the burrito.
Right? I will make room though. I will make it happen. Like, I'm still going to eat my food. I'm not going to not order.
We'll tell them a story that went on vacation that messed me up. They brought the chips and guacamole after the food. I was out of whack. I couldn't handle
He
it.
was so like
Amazing
discombobulated
guacamole,
after
but
that.
I was like, I can't do this. You can't do this. It's like bringing dessert first. Like, what are you doing to me?
We were in we were in Old Town Scottsdale, and we went to the Mission. It was great food. They make the guacamole tableside. I think the guacamole guy was busy, and so they brought out our tacos first. And I'm like, we haven't gotten our guac. Okay, so we finish our tacos, and then the guac guy comes, and Max is like, I'm so out of sorts.
I mean,
I
now
don't
it's
know
too
how to
late.
enjoy this.
I was like, now the guacamole is moot.
Right? It was
It
still
was
good,
amazing.
but yeah,
It's just like, I'm full now. Like I don't. Yeah.
Right.
it was still good. It still served a purpose.
And the problem with that is guacamole does not last. Like I could take the tacos home, but by the
Right.
time I get home with the guacamole, it's already turned brown.
Yeah. We always try to
So-
save it. Why do we do that? We never eat it. We do that all the time. We're like, you know what? We're going to save this. And then it just sits in the fridge and turns brown.
Yeah.
Well, the intention's good. So,
I mean, I'll still eat brown guacamole.
I mean, Max will eat almost anything.
You just
Scrape the
stir it
brine
up.
off, it's good.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll still eat it. But you want it to look nice, I guess.
What's a crazy date that you went on, or funny dating story that you might have?
Well, okay, so before I got married, it was out there. I was dating, and I had some weird ones. I had a woman one time. She picked her up for the date, and she came over to my apartment. I ordered food in. I think it was Chinese food, if I'm not mistaken. Ordered some Chinese food in. We're eating, talking, and everything, and then she goes, "I'm homesick." And I'm like, "You've only been here like a couple of hours. Are you homesick?" She's like, "I don't know. I'm just homesick. I want to go home." I was like, "Okay, fine, whatever." So we're in the living room. The dining room table is. I mean, it's not an actual dining room, but the table is off to the side, and that's where all the food was. I gathered up the food, walked into the kitchen, which was just right there, came back in, and by the time I got back in, she's standing in the middle of my living room, butt naked. And I was like, "Oh, huh?" And she was like, "Oh, I thought we could have sex first." I'm like, "Okay, I guess."
She's not homesick anymore.
Right? I was like, "Might as well, though. I mean, she's awful. Why would I turn it down?"
Okay.
I did. I should have turned it down because it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It wasn't good at all.
Now that one's good before the meal, but anything else, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you can eat and just take her right home. You don't even need an excuse.
Well, true. Yeah, it was not a good experience.
So I'm
It was
guessing
not a good sexual experience.
you didn't go out again?
No.
No. Can't imagine
Most
why.
of the people.
But every
most
time he has
people-
Chinese food, he thinks of her.
I do sometimes, actually. Because it was just so weird. I mean, that's something I'm never going to forget.
Right.
I'll be telling that story when I'm 90. Actually, the first time I went out with my ex-wife was on the television show A Dating Story.
What?
Yeah, it was on. It was a TV show that was on the Learning Channel, way back in the early aughts, the late '90s,
Can
early
this
aughts.
be streamed?
I don't think so. I don't
Learning
think
channel? What?
it's.
TLC.
I mean, it's been
Okay.
it's been 26 years
I'm gonna look
since
for it.
since that. I mean, you can look it up, and you might be able to find episode description. I know you can find episode descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the very first date I went on with my ex-wife.
Wow.
And this was like 5 years before we got married. It was because it was not a love connection. That first time, she was okay, but I don't know. At the time, I don't know. She just didn't do it for me. I mean, it was fine that we stayed. She also became a booty call later on,
but then a wife, so.
But yes, and now I say, don't ever marry your booty call.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
do it. Do not do it. It's not a good idea.
I'm not a booty call anymore, Max. I was never really.
you were.
Not really. I was always here. You can't
No
be a
labels.
booty
What do you
call
say?
if you
Yeah.
don't leave.
The whole summer, it's like, is she ever going home? And then the one night you went home, that's when those the whole not the TikTok trend where people are like trying to knock down your door. Someone like put a huge dent in my garage.
And then he's like, "Come back, come over."
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I thought it was you at first, but
No. Sounds like me though. I don't know. Yeah. That's crazy though. That's
so if
kind of
there
cool that
wasn't a
it's
connection in
documented.
the beginning, what got you guys? I mean, was it just you guys like the booty call got you back, or how did you reconnect with her?
How did that lead to marriage?
So, first of all, the premise of a dating story is one friend matches two of their friends that they think might be good together. And so my friend Haley. So, and this is why
Everyone
when I
froze
talk
except
about
me.
reality television, what you see is not real because um because Eula and I actually I knew her before. I didn't know her really well. I worked at Bank of America. She came in as a temp one time, which is why Haley saw her and thought that the two of us would be good together. And so when I saw they were casting for a dating story and it said what the premise was, I said to Haley, I said, too bad you don't, because by this time Eula was gone. And I said, too bad you don't have Eula's contact information because then you could hook us up on this show. And she was like, well, I actually do have her. I do have her. I said, you do? She's like, yes. So she contacted her and said, oh, you want to do this show? And we talked to the people at TLC, and they were fine with the fact that we had worked together, but we didn't know each other really well. Like it wasn't I didn't talk to her all the time or anything like that. Haley did, but I didn't. So it was okay that we it wasn't a blind date. It
Right.
wasn't how they portrayed it. They portrayed it as a blind date. Of course, they also portrayed that I went to 7-Eleven and got a newspaper and a coffee every morning, which I did not do. I did it for the TV show.
Some B-roll, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, me sitting.
Newspaper under his arm, nice cup of coffee.
Yeah, I'm like, well, this isn't what I do on Sundays, but okay, fine, we'll do this. Yeah, so we went to Sluggers. It used to be on Clark Street. Actually,
What's still
it's,
there?
it's still there. Yeah, I was gonna say it's
My
still.
21st birthday. That's where I spent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Was
That
he on
was
your
where
date? Just kidding.
that.
upstairs, plastic cups and batting cages.
Yeah, yeah, and foosball. Yeah, so we went there, and then we had dinner at a place called the Mashed Potato Club, which is not still there. That was downtown, and it was a restaurant that served I don't know how many different kinds of mashed potatoes
That
they had.
sounds like a dream. What? I love carbs. That's what this episode is. Christina loves carbs. It's like about bread and mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Yep. It was mashed potato club.
I'm honestly devastated that I missed this.
Yeah, this was the early. Well, we went on the date in. Well, it was early 2000, and the episode aired in September of 2000.
Okay.
And I was actually dating because I was dating another woman when the episode came out. But it was somebody we hadn't. She was a workaholic, so there was a lot of times we would have a date, and she would stand me up because she was working.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then one time, I thought she had stood me up. She actually had an automobile accident. Yeah, yeah, she was on her way to see me. She had an automobile accident. So I assumed that was God saying nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Yeah.
She was okay.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how did it lead to marriage?
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, that's why I was in the middle of that story. So that first date wasn't a love connection, but we stayed in touch, and then again eventually became a booty call. And then I lost track of her for I don't know. It was a couple of years, 2 or 3
Wow.
years. And one day out of the blue, because her number changed, but my number didn't. So one
Mhm.
day out of the blue, she calls me, and because she called me to just to see if that was still my number, and it was. And I at the time I was doing a show with my sketch comedy group, Soul Fools, and I was like, "Oh, you should come see the show." So she had never seen me perform. I was like, "Well, you should come see the show," and I thought she was coming on one weekend, but she was actually coming the following weekend. So when she didn't come that one weekend, I was mad. I was like, "Why would you not come? I had a ticket ready for you and
Aw.
everything. So I'm coming next weekend." I was like, "Oh, okay, fine." So she came the following weekend and spent the night at my apartment, and the rest is history. We we were engaged like what 3 months later,
Wow.
and then married 3 months after that.
Wow.
Yeah, we got married on Christmas Eve. Don't do that either. It just ruins Christmas for you if the marriage doesn't work out.
Oh no. Yeah. But that's a bummer. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a cool story though, that it kind of like developed like that and your first date is documented.
I wish it was cool, but she turned out to be a verbal abuser,
Oh,
and
yeah,
yeah,
that's not great.
yeah, no, it was terrible. It was
Yeah.
awful.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. I
Yeah.
mean, we have been divorced for almost 12 years now, so I'm
Yeah.
good.
That's good.
Yeah, it was difficult because I was one of those people that I was going to be married for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. I got married, and this is it. We work through whatever we need to work through, but you have to draw the line at abuse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's totally valid. Yeah. Well,
She's like, that took a turn.
that's
right?
exactly what I was thinking.
Didn't mean to bring the
No,
mood
it's
down.
My head still exploded because I had no idea the Learning Channel that was TLC.
oh my
I never
God,
watched
babe.
TLC much.
You're
It was
missing out.
the only TLC that I want to watch was when the short people had their show,
Oh my God,
and
don't.
then
You're gonna make me
Little
edit.
the Tourette's girl has a show.
Oh, I'm so
little
scared of what you're
people,
about
big
to
world.
say.
No, I'll keep it clean.
Will you?
The Tourette's girl, because they're like getting married, and then just out of nowhere, motherfucker, nothing to make fun of, but it's like, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think I ever watched anything because all that 90-day crap is on there.
I
Because I never
started
really watched.
watching 90 Fiance. I watched a couple seasons and I
I never
had to
watched.
stop because these are the worst people I have ever seen. Like I watch a lot of reality TV and watching that show, I was like, this is hurting my soul because these are such horrible human beings. I'm like, I just can't. I can't do this anymore.
I watch Love Is Blind and I watch
Mm-hmm.
Married at First Sight, and that's it. I do not watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette.
I was real into that.
I no, I
I feel
refuse.
like the Love and Blind, you just kind of get in the same kind of people now.
See,
I think it was a cool concept in the beginning, but it's just like I
Max started watching it because he knew I liked it, but now he just can't. He just can't hang on and make it through.
Listen, I watch the Brazil, Love Is Blind
Do you?
Brazil.
What do you think
Yes,
of the international ones? I've never tried them.
I find them fascinating
Are they
because
better
there's
or
cultural differences. Like one that I watched that had it was all older people. It was Brazil. It was Love Is Blind Brazil, and it was all older people. And like all the women were the ones that asked the men, which I thought was interesting. That I was like, oh, okay. I wonder if that's a cultural thing but they were all very, very confident, strong women. They knew what they wanted, so they asked the dude to marry them, and
I'm gonna binge
then I
that
was
one.
like, yeah, none of you all are gonna make it. It's not. Do you remember? You remember Drew Peterson?
Yes.
There was one of the guys looked like Drew Peterson.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he was
Looked
on
just
one of
like
the shows. I'm like, wait, which one?
it was Love Is Blind Brazil. He
Okay.
looked just like Drew Peterson. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe how much he looks like.
That's gonna be my next binge. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah,
Thanks. Thanks.
yeah.
Are
I
you
watched that. I do watch. What's the other thing? Oh, I watched, which I find fascinating. It's called Age of Attraction.
I was gonna ask you. That's actually what I was about to ask you. No, I'm only like 4 or 5 episodes in, but I was gonna watch it with Max. And I'm like, we're never gonna watch this together, so I just started watching it today on my own. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna ask Jamie if he watches it.
Yeah,
What are
Age
your
of Attraction.
thoughts on Age of Attraction? What are your thoughts? Okay,
So
let's start from the beginning. What are your thoughts on an age difference in dating?
Okay, so shortly after when my marriage ended,
Mm-hmm.
I ended up dating a much younger woman. And I was like, I can't believe that I am a cliche at this point. I mean, I never thought that I would date a younger woman. I was 45,
Mm-hmm.
I was 29.
It's not terrible, but yeah.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible. However, when I said that she was a pretty young thing, she had no idea what I was talking
Yeah.
about because she was born the year I think the year before that Thriller album came out. And I was like, "Oh my god, what am I doing?" I'm watching the Age of Attraction, and I'm sitting there going, "There is no way in hell I would date anybody in their 20s. Just the sound of their voice just irritates me in the way they talk. It's very irritating.
They're
You know,
very like hopeful.
I'm like, get on my nerves. So I don't even understand how they ended up. And all of them chose somebody younger. The women chose younger men, and the men chose younger women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All of them. And
Yeah.
they could have gone with each other because there
No.
were people there their age.
That wouldn't have been fun though.
It's true. It would not have been
Terrible television.
We wouldn't even be talking about it if
We
they had
just all
done that.
dated appropriately.
Right? Yeah, we wouldn't even be talking about it if they had done that.
Yeah. I personally could not date someone younger. I dated a guy who was like, I was 41, he was 38. That was the biggest age difference I could do because I just
3 years.
and then that's not that bad, but like I just couldn't do like I have children. I don't need another, like I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
And my kids are older too. So like to me, and I know this happened a lot on the show, I could not date someone the same age as my children. That's weird. I just couldn't do it.
Very weird.
I couldn't.
Yeah. No, it's yeah. The guy, what was his name? The 60-year-old.
Yes. What was his
That
name?
with the 27. What is his name? I can't remember what his name is.
Jorge.
Was that his name? Jorge?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm trying to understand how he ended up with a 27-year-old woman. I mean, I'm as somebody who is almost that old.
Yeah.
If I was talking to somebody and I found out she was 27, that's it. I'm not going any further.
He was fine with it. He's like, that's okay.
I know. She was in shock though when she found out.
Yeah. This is the thing I don't think, and maybe they do talk about it because, like I said, I'm only 5 episodes in. What happens in 20 years? Like, let's say you stay together.
They bury them.
Right.
Yeah. But, like, your life changes so drastically. And I'll say, like, my parents had a 16-year age difference, and my mom passed when my dad's still very young. And so he became a caretaker in his, like, 60s, and she, it was just it's something you probably don't think about when you're in your 20s dating someone in their who's
for
40,
sure.
Like, it's just something that doesn't cross your mind, but, like, what happens later on? Like, you don't stay these ages forever. You get much, much older.
Yeah.
Much different.
And much more annoying.
What?
No, like a young person.
Yeah.
Like when I was separated, I dated a 30-year-old, and it was just like it blew my mind. I was just like, I can't. This is a lot. It's like two different people.
It's interesting because a lot of 20-something-year-old guys would match with me, and I'm like, I could be your mom. But I think they're looking for someone with experience. They don't want to date. They don't want a relationship.
They want the
They just want to date an experienced woman. And I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
Go away.
Ever since
your mother.
American Pie created the coolness in the MILF.
Yeah. It's a big thing. Like, they were really into it. They're like, oh, you have kids? Yeah. I'm like, gross.
Because every younger guy is thinking, if I can get an older woman that takes care of me, that's perfect.
I don't think they wanted a relationship. They just wanted to hook up with someone who knew what they were doing.
Instead of they hooked up with an older woman.
Well, so I heard a guy one time say that he liked to date women with kids because he knows that they will put out. I'm like, oh my God, what?
Yeah, logic.
It's terrible. This is why I don't hang out with men.
Yeah.
Shit, she's got 6 kids. Easy money.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is why I don't hang out with men very often.
Yeah.
So I saw you. You had grandkids. It's like, boom, this is
What
Take some
does that
candy from the
doesn't
baby.
hey, that doesn't mean that I'm an easy get. I was, but like that doesn't, having
Kids
grandkids
and
has something
grandkids,
changed.
that's like boom. Enough said. Let's
Yeah.
go. Olive Garden, here we come.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on age difference, Max? Because we're 6 years apart, which is not a big
I
That's
thing.
tried it and it was a lot. And so I even had trouble with people like in their late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of my famous stories, I don't know, the Mexico trip woman, she was like 39. And in the beginning, I said, no kids, no kids, no kids. And then towards the end, she's like, I'm kind of thinking kids. I'm like, no, no, no. Even 39, I was having trouble. So after that one, I was like 40 and above, and even trying to get people like a little bit closer. Because even like, yeah,
I was
it was,
41, so I just made the cut.
yeah. But you had grandkids, so it was
Yeah.
like,
No, I'm not having more children. That's weird. Could you imagine me having kids now and being like, your aunt, uncle are younger than you to my grandkids? Like, that's weird. I know it happens, but it's just like, yeah.
I don't think age, it wasn't a big deal. I just felt like I had more in common with people around my own age and older, just like more life experience. I mean, if you meet someone like 10, 15 years younger, but you guys have a connection and it doesn't really, it's always going to kind of get in the way later on in life. But in the beginning, if you have a connection, go for it. I mean,
I like the premise of the show, like where they just don't know. So they're just getting to know someone for who they are. They're not worrying about age, but age plays such a big role in things, especially in like compatibility. Because
mm,
I dated a guy who was 18 years older than me, and a lot of our conflicts were because he didn't communicate the way I did. He wasn't a texter. I'm a big texter. How are we going to communicate during the day? We're not going to call each other. Worked on phones all day. I couldn't talk to him if I wanted to.
right.
He just wasn't a big texter. And so then I'd be like, well, FaceTime you when you get home. And he's like, I just talked all day. I don't really want to talk at night. I'm like, how are we gonna communicate? Like this is
Right.
I don't know
I
how
got
that's
to
gonna
head back
work.
to the home.
What?
No.
Oh, stop it. I heard her. So I don't know. I've dated older. There was just a lot of issues with communication. There was a lot of issues with like there's just a really big generation gap that in some cases didn't matter, but in some circumstances it was like, oh god, I gotta explain this to you, or he had to explain things to me, and it's just like the way we communicated was so far off. And this was several years ago, so it's been some time, but it didn't work for me. And I'm not saying it can't work because it did for my parents. They were 16 years apart and they were married for 40 years. So
Yeah.
like, I mean,
It
it
can work.
can work, but it's just I feel like you're giving yourself a lot of obstacles that don't typically exist if you're a little bit closer in age.
It depends. Like if somebody has had, like a lot of life experience, you can get a lot of life experience in a short amount of
This is
time.
true.
If you go through a lot of stuff, and that kind of tends to age you a little bit, mature you,
Mm-hmm.
and so you kind of think differently about things when you've gone through a lot of life stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so that, I think, if you can find somebody like that, if you're older, you find a younger person that's gone through some stuff. I think that it can work. But I could not listen. I couldn't do Gen Z because they're too sensitive for one thing, way
Yes.
too sensitive. I don't even understand. I was like, have you lived a life at all? Because you need to buckle up because
Right.
there's going to be a lot worse things than what is happening to you and why you're all upset
Well, and people
right
aren't going to cater to you forever. Like
there.
they might when you're in
Exactly.
school and stuff, but once you hit the real world, people aren't going to cater to you the way that you
Exactly.
expect it.
Yeah, and there's things that it's not a big deal,
Mm-hmm.
but they tend to make it a big deal because they're very sensitive.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I couldn't date someone in their 20s. I wouldn't even consider. I was just like, stop it.
I won't date anybody in their 30s.
Yeah, I always dated older. I always went older, and like my max is typically 10 years. But I dated a guy who was 11 years older. I dated a guy who was 18 years older. So apparently, I have no actual boundaries. But I do with younger. Younger, I'm like, no, no, I'm not your mother. That's weird.
I think I have young energy,
Mm-hmm.
So I think younger people are attracted to me, but I can't. I can't do it. Their voices really irritate the way they talk. Either if they do that vocal fry thing, it's
Yeah.
irritating as fuck, or
Yeah.
just when they talk, they just kind of keep going up like this,
Everything's a
and I'm like, oh,
question.
yeah, drives me insane. I hate it.
Yeah. What do you think of the show? I mean, I didn't finish it, so I don't know what happens yet, but what are your
Well,
thoughts?
I'm like they're just now meeting the family,
Oh, okay. I'm getting
so
close to that.
that's where I'm at right now. They're meeting the family, you know, and I think it would be I don't if my mother were dating somebody who's younger than me,
That's
I
what's
think
up.
I'd have a problem with it.
Yeah.
I think that's weird.
Yeah. Like, I don't think my kids would be okay with me dating someone their age. They would be like, ew, stop it.
Yeah,
You know,
it is.
like, what's
It's
wrong with
weird.
you?
It's weird.
Yeah.
But this is what I don't understand about I could tell I'm a terrible judge of people that are my age because black don't crack,
Mhm.
and so when I look at people, I sometimes think that they're older than I am. They're not. They're younger than I am. I say, oh, that's right, because I'm actually older, but I don't look. Oh, what kills me? But I'm looking at that, and I was like, oh yeah, she's about 22, 23, maybe. She's about 26. I mean, I could tell how old
The
they were.
younger people I could tell. Yeah. The younger
Yes,
people I could tell. The older people are all beautiful people. They're all in
yes,
great shape. They all look phenomenal for their age. So it's
yes.
real hard. It's like, wait, you're how old? I had no idea.
Although I did the one woman, I don't know what her name is. I haven't learned their names yet, but it's the one woman that's that's with the 27-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous
Mm-hmm.
for one thing, but I knew she was around 50 something.
Mm-hmm. I was a
I
little
could
surprised, but I thought late 40s for her. So
Yeah, no, I was like, no, she's just a good-looking 50-something-year-old
yeah.
woman. She's
Yeah.
definitely, but I knew she was definitely in her 50s. She carries herself like a woman in her 50s.
It's
I think.
interesting because like Nick Viall and Natalie Joy, the host, I know them.
Mhm.
Nick Viall was The Bachelor at one point, so that's why I know who he is. And I listen to his podcast a lot. I have his book, but like
Okay.
they have a I think 16 or 18-year age difference.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Nick Viall was already famous when they met. So he had money. She
Right.
was like looked like a bikini model. Like she still does, but she was like she posted a lot of thirst traps and she's stunning. So she's 22, sliding into his DMs, looking the way she does, going, "This is Nick Viall. He's famous. You know, he's doing well for himself." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll date her." Like I'm sure it was because they had a true love connection at first and not because she's incredibly hot and he's incredibly wealthy.
Exactly.
That had to
Yeah.
play a role a little bit, and it's great that they've worked out. They're married with a kid now and whatever, but like I don't think it
Yeah.
started out as a genuine like we just have so much in common.
I know, right? Yeah. No, I don't think so either. Anytime, I just don't. I feel like, especially for guys, because when a young woman is interested in you, I can't imagine any man saying no. No, I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I
agreed to
would.
that too fast,
Me?
Max.
Who, me? Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a interesting concept for a show though.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy. Oh, there's an. Oh, what's it called? No, no. Shoot, I have to. No, I have to because it's going to drive me nuts. It's this one I really like because what they do is they've taken Japanese singles.
Huh?
They've put them in a strange city. In this particular case, they're in France.
Oh,
I think I don't think they're in Paris. I think they're in some other
is it a
city.
dating show though?
It's a dating show,
Okay.
yes. So they take away their cell phone, so they don't have their cell phones or anything. So they have to find each other organically, roaming through a city. Now there is a central point
I'm just looking for
where
other Asian people.
I guess I mean
Seems
so
racist.
there is a central mailbox where they can go and they can write a person a note, a handwritten note and say, "Hey, I'd like to meet you at this particular point, at whatever." Offline love is what it's called.
Okay.
Offline love, yeah. And they're in France. They're in Nice. They're
It's
in the
on
city of
Netflix?
Nice. It's on Netflix called
Okay.
Offline Love, and it's a Japanese. And so there's three people that they are commenting on. They're all watching the singles, and it was fun because you would see two of them that would like miss each other because they all have this. It's a book. It's like a guide of
Mm-hmm.
this, but it's specific for the show. So if you see somebody walking around with this guide, then you know that they're one of the singles
So
that
you're not just looking for other Asian people.
you're not just looking for other
Okay.
Asian people. You're looking for other Asian people with this particular.
With the guy. Okay.
Exotic.
Yeah.
Stop.
Offline love. I love the show.
That's
Love it,
fun.
love
I'm
it,
gonna
love
check it out.
Yeah.
I love this. This has been one of my favorite interviews because I've gotten so many show recommendations.
it. I do not like a lot of dating shows because I don't like The Bachelor. I don't like The Bachelorette. I don't like it at all. Now I do watch The Golden Bachelor because these are people my age.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch that because it's interesting and it's a very truncated version of The Bachelor. They do it really quick.
Mm-hmm.
These people are close to death, so they got to get it over with and got to get them married off before they die. But I love this one because they take technology out of the picture.
Mm-hmm.
They have to meet organically and they get to go on dates and stuff like that. But they can't take selfies because they don't have their phones. They just have to rely on the connection
Right.
and the memories. Remembering what you think because you can't take any pictures. So
Yeah.
I wonder if an old school dating show would work today because it's something different.
I think it's because of
Like all the
because of
dating
apps.
shows, like
I don't
no,
know.
but like all the dating shows that were around like the 80s and 90s and
The
stuff. Like
match.
even you talked about it
Yeah.
because I think it would be something different, and the people today wouldn't know.
We tried to host one. It did not work out. The couple did not stay together.
There's another one that is it's a Korean. Get what it's
K-pop
called?
love.
Korean dating show. It is one where they put these singles into like a it's a school, so it's like a dorm style thing. And by the way, these are people who I forget what the name it is they call them. There's a word. Oh, maybe it's not Korean. Maybe it is Japanese. Because maybe that's how I found Offline Love too. Because you watch one show on Netflix
Yeah,
and then
and it recommends another.
you get a bunch of other ones. So these are people. You know what it was? Japanese. Hang on, just hang on. No, because it's a good one. They are people who are delinquents, for lack of a better word. They're delinquents. Yeah. They're people. So
they deserve love too.
They do, yeah. So the first episode, they all come at different times and meet up in this one room. There was one guy in there already. Another guy came in. He happened to be a rival gang member, and so the two of the security had to come in because the two of them were about to go at each other because they're rival gang members.
No, I would watch this.
It was fascinating because then watching them change over time and kind of become better people through having to try and get along with all these people. It was fascinating. It was absolutely fascinating.
Some personal growth too.
I forget. Hang on. Japanese gangster dating show. This may be it. Oh, yep. Badly in Love. A reality dating show premiered in December 2025. Japanese delinquents and ex-gang members seeking love. Yankee.
Oh my God, we're watching that.
Yes, you got to watch it.
Max,
Badly in Love.
Will you watch it with me? You have to. This sounds too good.
I'll try. Yeah.
It's so good. It is so good.
It's got to be after March Madness.
Isn't it almost over? March is over, right? Almost.
No. Then you got the Masters. So
Lord, sports.
Illinois is in the Final Four. Yeah.
I hear Tiger's gonna be driving a golf cart at the Masters.
Stop.
Oh, was that too soon?
You've been holding on to that. You're like, I'm gonna tell a joke.
No, the videos of like Tiger, like it's been, yeah. I like what the one guy said is like, the guy's rolled his car like 3 times. I've never met anyone that rolled a car once. So it sucks because I grew up like I idolized Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Like he made golf cool, like in the early like middle to late '90s, and just the fall off has just been.
Yeah, it's a sad story. I hope he gets help.
Yeah.
So hopefully something worse doesn't have to happen to inspire him to get it, but who knows? All right.
He should go on a dating show.
He's in a relationship. Well,
Well,
who knows how much longer. So I don't want to keep you all night. Do you want to let people know where they can find you and like
It's late
Instagram?
for you. It's not late for me. It's only 7 o'clock for me.
Yeah.
I know it's after 9 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you can find me on Instagram at BTB Philosopher, or you just look up Jamie Black. Either one, it'll come up. But it's me in a bathtub, so you'll know who it is. Or you can find me on TikTok. I think it's under Black Eye Tees, BLACKEYE Tees, Black Eye Tees. I'm on YouTube under Bathtub Philosopher. Where else? Is that all of the things? Because I am not on X.
I'm not. I mean, we have them. We just don't use it.
Yeah, I had to cancel. That's all the things, right?
Yeah.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I mean, I'm not. There's no point in finding me on Facebook because I'm not going to accept a friend request from somebody I've never met.
Yes.
So
I'm the same way, exactly.
Same. Yeah.
Yep.
Don't request us on Facebook.
yeah, I mean, if we've met in person even one time, that's fine. But
Please
if I've never
follow our
met you,
social media, our public things, but we don't want to, not our personal stuff.
yeah, not on Facebook. But I am on Facebook. But there's no point in finding me there.
Yeah. And what are your podcasts again?
Yes. Well, Icky Lousy Junkie Life Showdown. Also, the Instagram, Icky Lousy Junkie Life Showdown. I can look that up. And then Mad and Finally Single on Instagram and on TikTok. Mad and Finally Single.
That sounds like good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad and Finally Single it's MAFS, which is Married at First Sight. We did Mad and Finally Single. So
nice. Oh, I like the wordplay there. Do you have any upcoming shows or anything you want to plug?
Well, I mean, do you have listeners in Los Angeles?
We have listeners all over.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I have a show April 11th. The monthly show that I produce is called Mirthquake. You can find it on Eventbrite. Okay. It's a free show, but you can find it on Eventbrite. It's called Mirthquake.
Let's go to LA.
And then I'm doing a show in May, like May 30th or something like that. I think is what the date is. But I'll be doing shows in between there.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us. This was a lot of fun.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Let us know about the vertical drama because I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll be getting the money for that soon, and then we can go into production, and then I'll put out some cool vertical dramas.
I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you again. And
yeah. Thanks for having me.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
It's like we never left. We're fucking in the groove. In the fucking groove.
You were on tonight. You were
because the weather. The weather was so nice today.
Zingers.
I was in such a good mood today. I'm like, this fucking weather. It's like, and then I looked at Scottsdale and it was like 90. It's like, oh.
So we're gonna end this one real quick. Do you want to stop or do you want to do a really quick bonus episode? We're gonna make it separate.
No, I gotta do trash. I gotta shower and I gotta watch Raw. We could do a bonus one tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for like a quickie. I love a quickie.
You really do. Okay, let me wrap this up. You can find us on Instagram at NoDPicsPod. You can find us everywhere else at NoDickPicsPod. You can email us your stories, your questions at NoDickPicsPod@gmail.com, or you can DM us on any of our social media sites. We do have episodes coming up with our sex therapist, Bridget, as well as our our dating therapist, Biana. So if you have questions related to sex or dating, send them our way and we will include them on the show.
We booked it. We remember people were talking on vacation, and he brought up a dating story, and we were just
Okay.
yeah. Well, we can't say anything because who knows if we get them,
We're
but
gonna get them. But
yeah.
we have some real interesting guests coming up. Typically, men don't want to share their stories, but we have a lot of men this season who are just like, I want to talk. So we have a few exciting guests coming up. I don't want to say for sure because we have not booked them. And you got anything else?
No, it's been an interesting month.
Yeah, we're back.
If we do the bonus, because who knows how I feel tomorrow.
We'll do a bonus to explain everything and why we were gone for so long. But sorry for the delay, but we are back.
We're on vacation. Everyone says I look tan. I can't see it.
I see you every day, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You probably are because you got real toasty and it just melted into a tan. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about some of the things that have gone on.
Some sad news.
Oh, so I'm just going to squash a few rumors real quick. I could save it for the bonus, but I'm just going to do it now. I've had a few questions since we took such a long break. One, we told you we were taking a break. So sorry if it was longer than expected, but we said we had a little bit of a hiatus coming up. We did not break up. That's not why we took a break.
Were people asking?
Yeah, they're like, did something happen? Why aren't you guys back? And I'm like, because we'll talk about it on the show. But like we had a lot going on. Nothing with me and Max, though. We're good. We're better than ever. We just went on a great vacation. Like we're fine. But thank you for your concern. Yeah, we have some sad news, but not for our relationship. Our relationship's great. Right?
Solid.
Yeah. Validate me. So we're fine. It had nothing to do with that. We're not quitting the show. It's not over. We just had a few bumps in the road, and then by the time we were ready to come back, we were going on vacation. So I mean,
we need bars to pick us up.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be great if we were a little bit more consistent with our episodes. Maybe it would be more on track to pick us up. But we're gonna get back on track. We are back. We are not broken up. We're fine.
Dave will be in Indy. Maybe we can.
Maybe if we actually go. But you're kind of all talk sometimes.
I don't know. I want to go, but like the tickets are gonna be insane, and I don't know.
We'll talk about this tomorrow. Okay, so thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week. We'll be back sooner with a bonus, maybe. We're gonna work on it.
Yeah, but who knows how I'm gonna feel tomorrow? So I could just be fucking flat out lying right now. I gotta get some stuff done.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, and it won't be the last time.
No, it won't. All right, so that's all we got. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Do I have to say it like that?
You have to. No, you don't have to say it the same way as me, but you have to say goodbye as well. You can say it in a different way.
Goodbye.
Are you done? No.
Bye.
No, you don't have to follow me. Don't do it again. Okay. Bye.